Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is you may be around the world. I know it's the beginning of January. Some people back to work. Some people are still not back to work, but can't go out because the weather's absolutely shite. I know the pain that you're going through right now. However, as usual, GNA TV is here to provide you guys with some shows. With a show. If you are bored, if you are sitting at home, if you ain't got much going on, we are going to talk Chelsea. We're going to talk everything Chelsea today. I have got special someone to join me as well on the show. But like I said, look, it's over 15 you guys already. Make sure that you smash that like button. Let's get them likes up. Let's try and get over 50 likes, which is a minimum to GNA TV. We will open up the lines as well, get you guys involved. But I need you to get them likes up, sharing all your socials as well. And before we move forward, let's cue the intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I can see there's over 20 of you guys here already. Big up every single person that is here right now. We are going to talk Chelsea transfer news. We are going to talk Romelu Lukaku. We are going to talk about Thiago Silva. Talk about potential players linked to Chelsea as well. I have got a special person to join me as well in Sophia, who has been a while. Sophia, how you been?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay, everything's been a bit crazy with Chelsea, right? Everything's gone a bit sort of up and down, spin it all around, typical Chelsea stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's mad,
it's like a new drama like every week. I don't know if it's purely like actual problems at Chelsea or it's just like the media and their like agenda against Chelsea. I do not know.
I know there's a lot of talks about agendas against Chelsea, not only off the pitch, but on the pitch as well. Some people think that VAR and other bits and bobs have gone against us, which, to be fair, is there is an argument. I mean, we've got over 40 people here already, 2 minutes in. Make sure that you smash the like button, guys. Get them likes up. Smash the like for Sophia as well. It's been a while since she's been on here. I know we've not been doing ladies shows recently. We've not managed to get the girls to come on. Is that King Kai?
Yeah, King Kai.
King Kai, look, smash the button for King Kai, man. Come on, smash it. Smash it for him. Let's see who's in the chat quickly. Charlie, hello to you, my guy. Concierge of Crime, big up to you. Adnan, nice to see you. Sportswire, big up to you. Declared says GNA TV is here, and so am I. Declared is always in the chat. Big up to him. Like I said, guys, we'll open up the lines as well. Football Style, big up to you. Big up to Strip Bear. Strip Bear, nice to see you in the house as well. DJ Saf J as well.
No, I miss Strip Bear.
You miss Strip Bear? Yeah, it's been a while. She usually comes on. She's been coming on a lot of the women's football shows that Charlotte's been doing, actually, to be fair. But yeah, she's in and about as always, showing her support. Shilio, big up to you as well. Nice to see you. Dylan, my boy Dylan's in the house as well. Talk Trends, big up to you. We need a left back man. What are we doing? Yeah, I mean, we will be talking about that. Everything Chelsea. We're going to be going through it all. The vibe. Lukaku about to dunk on Spurs tomorrow. We're going to talk about Lukaku, get Sophia's thoughts on that. I've not spoke to her about it. It'd be interesting to know. She's back. Big up to Sophia. Been ages. Hope you're well. Has been ages, man. She's been hiding from me. She likes hiding.
I didn't get the Rona, don't worry.
Want to see Tuchel versus Conte? Well, let me tell you something now. 3 big games of Tottenham Chelsea. 2 in the cups, 1 in the league. It's gonna be crazy, isn't it? I mean, Sophia, are you looking forward to them Chelsea Tottenham clashes this month?
So my internet is like you just like frozen. Yeah. I was just like,
I said, are you looking forward to these Tuchel versus Conte clashes? These 3 games in January between Spurs and Chelsea.
I am, yeah. Anything to like A, beat Tottenham, and B, to beat Conte. So it's like win-win.
Yeah, I hear you. Big up to Kwasi. Marshall in the house. Big up to you, my guy. Morning to you. Rams is laughing about Chalobah because he's got Kanate, and I said that Chalobah's better than Kanate, which he is by far. So we just move on that. Your player's dead, mate. Sosa, big up to you, my guy. Kenny, God, there's a lot of people in the house. Big up, Jem. Hi, Sophia as well from Corny. Strip Bear's put in a super sticker. Big up to Strip Bear. Thank you very much for the donation to the channel. My bad, my computer spelled wrong. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm trying to answer. I always do this again. I try and get through everyone, but there's so many people. Big up, Jim. I'll join tonight to give some Kepa prop. Listen, I don't need Kepa prop because do you know what? Actually, Sophia's timed this perfectly because Mendy had left to go to the AFCON, and Kepa is now in the team for the next couple of games. We will be talking Kepa actually. I know Matt's a big fan of Kepa. Sophia is another big fan of Kepa, who's always forever tagging me when he's playing. So listen, he better play well, Sophia, or I'm coming for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Coming for you.
I'm sure he will.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. Big up to Kings of CFC as well. Big up to him as well. I tell you what, Jim, what's one thing we can agree on? The supposed German godfather is nowhere near our German managers. That's true. Ralph, the so-called master, who's when you think about Klopp and Tuchel, who have supposedly been brought up by Ralph, it's nonsense, mate. Absolute nonsense. Like, Ralph is having an absolute shocker at Man United. Listen, guys, over 60 of you here. Smash the likes. Let's get into it because we can sit here all day, me going through the chat, and I'm happy that you are all here. Over 65 of you here. Hiking with Martin says, hi, everyone. Big up to you as well, my man. Nice to see you. And get them likes up. While we're talking, make sure we get them likes up. I don't want to have to keep checking the likes. I know at the moment we're probably only on 34 likes. Not bad. We could get to 50, though, guys. Let's get to 50. Let's get into it, Sophia. I want to talk about Romelu Lukaku because the last 3-4 days there's been a bit of a stir, shall we say. Obviously he came out to us, he came out to Sky Sports Italia and gave him the interview in regards to Inter Milan and Chelsea, and obviously some of the things that he said about our football club pissed off a lot of the Chelsea fans. Found it very disrespectful, still find it very disrespectful, to be honest. I ain't still recovered from it. Since that time we was waiting for confirmation from a source to let us know how the meeting went with Tuchel and Lukaku. Let's get some of these tweets up. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano came out of a comment.
He's such a cock.
Fuck me, that caught me off guard. Did you just call him a cock?
Yeah.
Now. Just called Fabrizio Romano a cock, guys. Did you just hear that? Been told Romelu Lukaku.
He is a bit of a clout chaser.
Yeah. Been told Romelu Lukaku explained to Thomas Tuchel and the Chelsea board that he has no intention of leaving the club in January. Anyway, Chelsea won't allow any discussion with other clubs over a loan or a permanent move. Romelu also had a very good training session yesterday. I bet he blimmin' did, yeah? I bet he blimmin' did. I mean, what is your thoughts on this Romelu Lukaku saga, Sophia? Tell me. I
just don't understand it. It's just like, he was so buzzing to come back to Chelsea, and it's just like, was that bullshit? Is this interview bullshit? Was this interview frustration? I don't know. We had like people saying, oh, it was mistranslation. Some people saying, no, it wasn't. But then like a few days later, we had his own brother come out and say like pretty much the same thing. So it's just like, who do we believe? The media, some bloody Italian journalist that does it for the clout? Do we believe Lukaku and his brother? I don't know. But either way, regardless of when he did the interview, it could have been December, it could have been yesterday, last week. It was still extremely disrespectful regardless, because he was still signed under Chelsea. To talk shit about like the club that brought you back, that's paying your wages, the fans that spent shitloads of money to get like your name printed on these like £80 shirts, and that's how you thank the club and its fans for paying your wages. Like, I'm sorry, but what the fuck? Like, no other player that like has been given shit, like Havertz, my boy Timo, they have not complained one bit at all. Chalobah never complained. No other players have complained. Lukaku is just throwing his toys out the pram for no reason. Why? I just don't understand.
Yeah, and I think Thomas Tuchel summed it up, because he actually came out and said, like, we were actually surprised because in training his attitude is very good. He works hard. You know, he doesn't like, there was no sense that there was an issue with formations, with systems, with him. If he wasn't comfortable at Chelsea or not, he just had the attitude of just getting his head down and playing for this football club. And, you know, another tweet that Fabrizio Romano brought out is that Romelu Lukaku has been working very hard in training right after his conversation with Thomas Tuchel. He hopes to come back versus Spurs after a positive talk with the manager. The Chelsea Ball told him they're backing Thomas Tuchel's position. There's no way for Romelu to leave in January. He's staying. See, for me, that's slightly hypocritical, right? Because Chelsea Ball told him they're backing Thomas Tuchel's position. But then on another breath, they're then saying there's no way Romelu Lukaku can leave in January. He's staying. So I get that he wouldn't leave in January, but it wasn't even a thing of, we might even look in the summer for us to it was more of a thing of like, yeah, we back him, but he still has to stay. That just tells me that they've kind of made the decision to say like, is whatever's going on, sort it, even if you're not happy about it. We'll move sort of just move forward. And I don't know, I'm still upset with it all. I know a lot of people saying, well, we need to move on. I agree, we do need to move on, but I'm just like, when the way Romelu Lukaku was like dressed up when he was coming to Chelsea was he's proper Chelsea. He's always wanted Chelsea. Chelsea is in his heart, this, that, and the other. Then on the flip side, you got him just fucking bending over for Inter Milan fans, just trying to keep him happy and saying to Martinez, don't come to Chelsea because I'm going to basically come back there. Like, I wouldn't want him at Chelsea, stay at Italy. Like, as if to say, I will be there soon. Like, I don't know. I'm really let down by him. And I know people are saying, yeah, but he's got to play. And yes, he's got to play. The only thing I would say is every game that he plays for this football club, he has to have a 10 out of 10. He has to be the difference. He has to literally show us that he wants to be here, right?
Yeah.
It's
just...
It's just...
I'm sorry, but if he doesn't like how he's playing here under Tuchel, he can go back to that like shitty, corrupt Farmers League in Italy, and because clearly he loves sucking their dick. So by all means,
Blimey, Sophia, you're not holding back today, are you? Sophia's coming out with the bombs, man, sucking dick. He's a cock, this, that, and the other. She's absolutely fuming. Yeah, look, it seems like Tuchel's come to an agreement with Lukaku. Lukaku will be a part, I think, of the Tottenham game on Wednesday. Whether he starts or not, yet to be seen. There's also talks that he's actually going to be fined around the regions of around 500,000 is what I'm hearing. 500,000 in wages is what they're looking to fine him for. But do you know what? One of the other things that really made me happy, but was good to see, is that before Thomas Tuchel made the decision to drop Lukaku against Liverpool, he came out, he basically sat down and spoke with the senior players at the football club. So he spoke to Jorginho, he spoke to Kante, he spoke to Aspie, and he spoke to Rudiger. And this is reported by The Athletic, so tier one in many ways. This is one source suggests that some of the Chelsea players feel like Lukaku is pushing for a move and question why he said what he said. Tuchel appears to have the backing of the squad and consulted Jorginho, Kane, Aspie, Rudiger before dropping him. Now, that is one thing that makes me happy, because I think as fans, one thing we can all agree on is that we have the back of this manager. In the past, there's always been a lot of player power, players trying to force our managers out the door. But this is the first time in a long time, or probably in the first for a while, that we've seen a manager actually get backed by the fans, backed slightly by the board, and even got the backing from the players. The players that you thought might be a bit disjointed might have agreed with Lukaku with some of the comments. It could have caused an absolute upset in the dressing room and split them. Do you know what I mean? But it didn't. And Tuchel approached it so well. I keep banging on about his man management with our players. His man management is next to none. He knows how to play, how to deal with situations. Do you know what I mean? And to speak to the seniors and get them on side, I think it's the right move, isn't it, Sophia?
I think so, yeah. Because like you said, like he just doesn't want to be like the one man, the manager against a whole team of players, like what's happened in the past, and that's not gone down well. So unless, he kind of thought, okay, I should actually speak to the players and see what their view is about this before like I act, which I think is sensible of him. I mean, he was always pretty sensible, like in his tactics and his management and sort of player togetherness at Dortmund as well. So
yeah,
I think it's good that he like incorporated that with such like a big team like Chelsea, that in the past, like you said, they've all gone against a manager and got the manager out. So I think he must have like, yeah, this has happened before.
I think the one thing I would agree on is that we have to move forward. And look, there's a lot of Chelsea fans that are not going to accept him straight away. This is not going to be something where it's like all fairy dust, no problem, come back in the team, everyone's happy, yay, Lukaku's back. No. There will be a lot of Chelsea fans that will forgive him, but there will also be a lot of Chelsea fans that will not forgive him. And the ones that do not forgive him, I don't have the ump with them. That's their choice to feel how they want to feel. At the end of the day, Lukaku put himself in that position. When he's talking about going back to Italy and telling Martinez to stay there, and then saying in another breath that if he'd been given the extension, which he asked for Inter Milan, he probably would have still been in Milan. He wouldn't have been in London. Like, these are things that are telling me like you didn't want to be here in the first place. Like, and then all of a sudden you're now backtracking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got people coming out now saying, "Oh, Lukaku's gonna apologize to all the fans." It's all PR. It's all false for me. Like, I don't know. I just don't accept his apology. Is what I'm saying. I think he just needs to get on and score goals and do what he was brought in to do. If he doesn't do that, then fuck off in the summer. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, it would not surprise me if he just did it for the money. I mean, look how much we paid for him. Then it makes our team and our board of management look like a laughingstock. We paid how much for a striker that's now chatting shit about the team and the management?
Yeah, exactly. It's not good enough, and I don't want to get stuck on it because we do need to move forward, and there's other news that I want to delve into. But you know, if he does come out and say sorry, I think a lot of Chelsea fans will just think it's fake because I think the damage is done from what he was said at the beginning. I think he was too truthful in how he felt, and he's kind of made himself look like a fool, if you want my honest opinion. Listen, guys, there's over 106 of you here right now, and we've only got 47 likes. Smash the like button. Let's get them likes up, please. Let's try and close the gap to 75 likes, please. We will open up the lines and get your thoughts.
So, in my opinion, the most cowardly thing for him is that he did it to like a foreign broadcaster, like Sky Sports Italia, not the English Sky Sports where he plays.
Yeah.
He did it in a complete foreign country. That's just even more cowardly, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he went behind the backs of not only the Chelsea board and Chelsea and Tuchel, he also went behind the backs of the representatives, of his own representatives, people that are close to him. They didn't have a clue that he was even doing it. So he didn't even get an opinion from anyone before doing it. Not just that, he's media trained as well, Sophia. This guy's a 28-year-old striker. He's experienced. He should know how to answer certain questions. And the way that he answered them questions, he could have literally answered 1,000 different ways and he chose not to. Do you know what I mean? So for me, Lukaku, I don't want to stick on it too much. You know, he's a part of the team. Tuchel's took him on. I did say I'll back the manager. So if the manager decides that he wants Lukaku back in the team, fine, I'll back it. But I am not still happy with anything that Romelu Lukaku has done to just cause issues with this football club. It's just not needed, you know. But we move. Anything, last things you want to say about Lukaku?
It's like, I'm not going to boo him or like be like, yeah, like, you know, constantly boo him every time he gets the ball or whatever. But I'm not necessarily going to cheer him.
Yeah,
like if he scores, like, yeah, that's great. But I don't know. I think he's just tainted his name for just the whole of Chelsea and its fans now. So it's...
I agree. No remorse for Lukaku up to TT is what Corny's saying. Get off the Macca's Wi-Fi is what is it? Matt's saying to Sophia. Yeah, to be fair, she's coming in and out. I thought.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know what Wi-Fi she's using. I don't know if it's Virgin or Sky or Talk.
No, I think it's BT.
Is it BT?
I think.
Oh, BT are having a bit of a nightmare.
But then because my parents work from home as well, like in their office downstairs, there's
loads
of us on Wi-Fi. Sorry. McDonald's probably has better Wi-Fi.
If Lukaku scored 25 plus goals at the end of the day, nobody would bring this again.
I think they still would.
I think they still would. Look, at the end of the day, even if he scores goals, you know, like, do your job. You're our world record signing 100 million. You've been brought in to score goals. Just do that. That is it, you know, and then we'll get to the summer and we'll decide how we move from that. But he's going to have to run his heart out, run his blimmin' socks off. He's going to really have to show us that he wants to be here because at the moment, I think many Chelsea fans feel that he doesn't want to be here. But let's move on from Romelu Lukaku. I'm getting bored talking about the guy, to be honest. If you're honest opinion, we'll have to see how his performances are on a pitch. I want to talk about Antonio Rudiger, Sophia.
Oh, God.
Now, there was a lot of talks about Antonio Rudiger leaving Chelsea. Like, it was going to happen. Chelsea wasn't paying him what he wants. You know, they're offering him 140. And then there was talks maybe about a 170. Apparently, he wanted near 200,000 a week, but the Chelsea board were reluctant to do that. Now we've got news coming out, recent news, that Real Madrid are no longer considering the signing of Antonio Rudiger. Do you still feel that there's an opportunity that Chelsea can keep him? Or do you feel like he is going to leave in the summer?
I don't know. I think there is a chance that we can keep him, especially if no team is offering, like, you know what I mean, like a massive club like Real Madrid. If they no longer want him and want to pay much more wages than we do, then he's just going to be like, oh, okay. He'll just sort of come back down to earth again and be like, okay, this is the best in terms of wages and like big clubs I'm going to get. So, you know what I mean? It's not like he's like fresh face, like 22-year-old absolute world-class baller.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
I think he needs to sort of realize that. But as much as I would like to see him stay, if we can get an equally sort of same or better like sort of player to replace him, then yeah, by all means he can sort of go wherever he wants, really.
Yeah, I had the feeling of, and I've said on GNA TV for a very long time, that I feel like there is still a twist to this story. A lot of talks about him leaving the football club. It looks like he was going to leave. The amount of news to say that was coming out saying that his brother and his agents and whoever else were organising agreements with maybe other clubs, Real Madrid, PSG, where there were talks about PSG, maybe even Bayern Munich to a degree. I had the feeling that he might leave. And then obviously we started hearing this news about Christensen, and we're going to talk about Christensen a bit later as well. But, you know, there's talks about, you know, him leaving. And now I'm thinking to myself, you know, do Chelsea now, if Christensen is leaving and that is the situation, you know, have a bit more to put forward to Rudiger, which could help in keeping him? Because for me personally, I'd rather keep Rudiger than keep Christensen. That's just my preference out of the two.
Yeah,
and then if we
Rudiger's like consistent. Christensen isn't that consistent as Rudiger.
Exactly.
I'm going to get so much shit for that.
And rather than get rid of Christian, you keep Rudiger. You've got Thiago Silva, who again we're going to talk about in a bit as well. And then you go and get like a Koundé, or you go and bring in a De Ligt. You know, I think all round we're better. There's also talks about Aspi going Barcelona. That again looks like that's going to happen. Still not fully confirmed, so there's still a good chance it may still not. Big up to D-Stretch in the chat as well. Nice to see you there, bro. But I do think this ain't done yet. I don't think this is done yet. And I do think that there's an opportunity that if Chelsea can go back to him, and, you know, potentially offer him maybe closer, renegotiate, maybe offer closer to maybe the 200 mark. I'm hearing it might be a little bit more than that. Then maybe we might be able to get it done. And maybe we can do that because Christensen hasn't committed to this club. So, I mean, there's another comment here. Antonio Rudiger staying at Chelsea beyond this summer has not been ruled out. He remains 100% focused and committed to the club, is what Sky Sports have reported, which Absolute Chelsea has retweeted. So, again, doesn't really surprise me. I do think Rudiger is committed to this club. I do think Rudiger loves Chelsea. I think he does, you can just tell. But at the same time, this is his last big contract. You know, this is his last big contract. At 28 years old, you're going to sign another contract for what, 4 years? And then you're nearly sort of pretty much done, aren't you? In many ways, you're not going to be getting a contract like you could potentially get now. So I get why he's keeping the doors open in many ways, you know. I feel like the tables have turned. Aspi and AC will go. Rudiger to stay is what Oli Joe's saying. We'll have to see. Please sign up Rudiger so he's so consistent in the system. He is, and he's very good in his system. And the thing is, we haven't even got a replacement for Rudiger in that position. He plays most games, doesn't he? Literally plays most games as well. Christensen is so soft. I don't have members yet. I have to have a certain amount of subscribers. I think we need to be pushing close to 5K. We're nearly there anyway. We're at nearly at 3.7 or 3.8K subscribers. We're on our road to 4K subscribers, guys. So if you are new here, there's 150 of you here. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's get them likes up as well. I think we're on 60 likes. Let's close the gap to 75. We are going to open up the lines very shortly as well. Get you guys involved. Get your opinions on everything.
Wow, so it's just saying that Southampton's been bought by a Serbian cable TV tycoon.
Who? A Serbian cable TV tycoon?
Yeah, for 100 million, apparently.
Wow, there you go. Some breaking news there. Southampton have been bought out by a tycoon. What that means, I don't know. Yet to be seen. It seems like all these like
Cable
mid-table teams,
TV
Newcastle, Southampton, are all getting these owners, these guys with money buying them out, which makes the league more interesting. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how these new
Apart
people.
from Newcastle, still haven't done anything amazing.
Well, they tried to sign Trippier, and they tried to apparently get Botman as well, and that backfired. They just said, "No, you're not. You know, it's not happening." I think Newcastle are in a bit of a shit position because of where they are in the table. Like, so I think it's going to be hard for them moving forward. Jim, do you think we'll sell Rudy or Chris, then start Challo and bring in a centre back in the summer? I think we will sell one or both, either or. I've got a feeling that I'm really not sure with the Christensen thing. We're going to talk about him in a bit, but I don't know. Like, if he is genuinely going to go Barcelona because we're not giving him what he wants, then go. Like, the club should never be held to ransom in my eyes, anyway. But at the same time, if he does go, then I don't see how Chelsea let Rudiger go as well. It just makes no sense, right, Sophia?
Yeah, that would just be really stupid on Chelsea's behalf.
You know, we need to keep one of them. And it's not that we need defenders anyway. Thiago Silva's only going to be here for another year. Aspie might potentially leave. Like, do we need that? You know? I genuinely believe that Rudiger could play on a high level until the age of 36, just like Thiago Silva. So I disagree that he is. No, this is, for me, is his last big contract. I could be wrong. Activate. Yeah, I haven't done that before. I am thinking of doing that soon. But thank you for that. I want more money for Southampton, English version of Ajax. Yeah, they are. When you think about the amount of players that they've sold off to the bigger teams, and that makes a lot of sense as well. But yeah, there we go. There's the talks about Rudiger. The talks are that Real Madrid apparently have pulled out. Antonio Rudiger himself is still 100% committed to Chelsea. Still very up in the air. I think a lot's going to happen before the end of his contract. Josh says, "Jem, I got the jet all warmed up for AC Catalonia." Just get him out, is what you're saying, Josh. Yeah. Just get him out. Alfie, big up to you, bro. Says, what's up, Jim? Just want to ask. I've seen all the rumours of Rudiger leaving and us getting Koundé. No way is Koundé better than Rudiger at the moment. Rudiger is the best centre-back in the world. I think Rudiger's the best in this system. I don't know about I'll say he's the best in this system. I wouldn't say he's the best centre-back in the world. I don't know how good he would be in a back four. Still have question marks against that. But I think in this system, in how we play, I think Rudiger is definitely irreplaceable, isn't he, Sophia? In how Tuchel plays the game, anyway. But we'll have to see, mate. We really have to see what happens. Start YouTube channel today, Tuesday. Oh, big up to you, Shelley. If you've started a new YouTube channel, nice to see. All right, let's move on. Let's move on from Rudiger, because we are going to open up the lines very shortly as well. There's 150 of you here. Get the likes up to 100, please. Subscribe to the channel as well. Sophia is in the house, which is hard to do. Trust me. She's got a very busy schedule. Very, very, very busy schedule. Andreas Christensen, Sophia. Firstly, we were told that he's agreed to join Chelsea, to sign on for Chelsea. And then we're being told, no, actually, he ain't. Then we're being now told recently that Barcelona is where he's probably going to go, and that Chelsea, Chelsea are not willing to maybe offer him more. I think he's trying to get more money. He's seen Rudiger and probably tried it himself, and Chelsea have said no as well. There's now talks about Andreas Christensen becoming a part of the agency of the Kin partners, who have good connections to Barcelona. Do you feel like he's just setting himself up just to like go to Barcelona? Obviously, this news about switching agencies to Kin, who have got a big relationship with Barcelona, and also talks about him going to Barcelona as well with Aspie. I mean, how do you feel about the whole thing?
I just want to, do they not know that Barcelona are like trillions in debt?
Well, you'd think that, but Barcelona come out themselves and actually commented saying that they're pretty much back and people will see in the summer. I don't know if they mean financially they're back, and I don't know how, unless they've took a massive loan out from the bank or something. But apparently Barcelona...
the Spanish government, they're not, it's the whole Catalonia, Spain thing. So if they did do that, I don't know how they could have pulled that off. So I don't know. There's, as usual, probably some like corruption from them as usual, because they're Barcelona. They have to keep up, their amazing worldwide image, don't they? So there's probably some dodgy stuff going on in the background as usual because it's Barcelona.
Barcelona will always have government finance. That's true as well, actually. Being that they're the biggest or one of the biggest as well, you'd expect them to be backed heavily. And this is why I think Real Madrid and Barcelona will have funds to spend. I know they give silly wages to certain players and stuff, but they've already bought in. I think Barcelona have already bought in Ferran Torres from Man City for 50 million. Where did that 50 million come from? Do you know what I mean? Like it's
From the taxpayers.
yeah, from the taxpayers, from the government. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. We have got one more comment on Christensen. Let's have a quickly look at it here. This is from Barca Buzz. They basically Christensen, Barcelona are one of the reasons why Christensen's contract renewal with Chelsea is stalled. A deal was close, but he changed agents. Now everything has to be redone. There is also the idea of changing the scene with Barca knocking. That was via Nathan Gissin as well. He's the guy that the guy that does CFC news page on Instagram. That's him, the owner of it. He's the owner of that. So interesting stuff there. He's now on Twitter as well. If you haven't followed him, go and check him out as well. Give him a follow. Look, I've already held the thing of either if Christensen leaves or Rudiger leaves, then that's cool. But losing both of them is not good for Chelsea. It's just not good for Chelsea. If Christensen's the one that is definitely leaving and Chelsea have agreed to just saying, yeah, that's done, then we need to focus on keeping Rudiger. Like that's just literally how I feel about the situation. We'll learn more about it because obviously both their contracts are due to run out in the summer. But
I think maybe because Barcelona are probably going to have to rebuild their team and actually get players that can score since Pessi left.
That's true.
So I imagine that's probably what they're doing. And all these players are like, oh my God, there's no Pessi. So I can make a name for myself at Barcelona.
Yes.
They haven't got any superstar stand-up players anymore.
Now I know you're a massive Dortmund fan as well, on top of being a Chelsea fan. And there's talks.
You're going to ask me about Haaland, aren't you?
There's talks about Haaland potentially. I read something on Twitter about him saying that he wants to go Real Madrid. Where do you think? I do think he will leave Dortmund. Obviously, I do think that's going to happen at the end of this one. Where do you actually think he's going to go as a Dortmund fan?
I think he probably will go to Real Madrid because I think he wants to be the next Ronaldo. So where better to go than Real Madrid, which is basically where Ronaldo came an absolute global superstar. Real Madrid have the money, the fame, the global audience, everything.
Pessi, that brother is done.
I'm not a Messi fan, so
I am. What, are you a Ronaldo fan?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, since both of them left La Liga, they're both sort of losing it. So I don't know. I can say I'm a Haaland fan now. He's the.
But can you see Real Madrid getting Haaland and Mbappe? Because there's talks about Mbappe going to Real Madrid as well. I just don't see them both going there. That's my only thing,
Yeah, I heard that obviously because he's unhappy now that they got Neymar and Messi, and that's taking the spotlight away from him. He was PSG's wonder kid, and now he's just yeah, I heard that as well.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I know Hassan's just told me to check Euro Experts. Let's check Euro Expert out. Apparently he's put something up. Let's have a look. Mr. Euro Expert, what you say, my man? Oh, right. He's got okay, that's worth checking out. It's a bit of fun. All right, Christensen, we're off now. We'll forget Christensen. Let's quickly have a look at this from Euro Experts. So these are currently the players that are free agents in the summer. All right. So someone needs to create a club and sign up every player whose contract is up in 2022 because, wow, you could honestly win a UCL plus a Premier League with this lot. So these are the people that are currently out as free agents in the summer. Onana, Rudiger. I know he's put below there Kamara as well and Zagadou. And then he's got Ginter, Romanali, Schüller, Christensen, Dembele.
I think Schüller would be good.
Who?
Schüller.
Do you think? I mean, you watch more.
But then again, people always say nowadays they're saying about like Bundesliga tax, and it's like a frauds league because of like what happened with Sancho and everything. But he's really good because he's like tall, like he's got the big sort of build.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think Schuler's not good enough for. I mean, and he hasn't signed for Bayern Munich at the moment. It looks like he could potentially be leaving as well. But good enough for the Premier League. They moan that he's quite slow. I mean, he's not really a leader though, is he? As well, I don't know if Chelsea would benefit from him because they play Bayern Munich play in a back four, don't they? When they play Sophia, or is they playing the back three? I think it's a four, isn't it?
At the moment, yeah, I think.
So I'm not too sure, but Sula is another option. You've got Kessie. Kessie's been spoken quite highly about Chelsea as well because obviously it was the talks about midfield, bringing someone in. Obviously, if he's on a free, some people think that he's good backup to Kovacic, being progressive with the ball, moving forward with the ball. You also got Brozovic, who I know certain individuals are a big fan of. Again, he's a DM, something that Chelsea don't actually have. He's a sitting DM for Inter Milan. He could be an option. Modric is it's a bit of a weird one. I don't know why Modric is not signed on for Real Madrid yet. But if he's available, I mean, I don't know if he's for Chelsea, but I'd actually rather take Paul Pogba. That. Paul Pogba. Look, listen, progressively moving forward with the ball, playing with this team, playing next to Kante. I actually think Paul Pogba would be good for this team. Zakaria is another good shout. I don't want Insigne or Di Maria. I'd have Mbappe, obviously.
Just please not Dembele.
No, not Dembele. And then you
Oh,
got
God. The guy's in hospital more than he's on the bench.
I know. Then you got Dybala.
If that's what Dembele we're talking about.
No Raiola drama is what Varner's saying. But then Haaland's got him as well, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's his agent. He's like a proper, like, sweaty, fat, like, pedo-looking, like, guy, isn't he?
What is it up with you today? You're calling people cocks. You're calling them dicks. You're calling them sweaty fat people. What's going on, Sophia?
He's like the money-grabbing agent.
He is. It's true. That is true. No, mate. Chelsea owners, Foxtrom Limited, company of Roman, 1 billion in total per reports. I don't know. They must be talking with each other, guys. We're going to quickly finish off on. I will open the lines. The lines are going to open, but I want to just quickly talk a bit about Thiago Silva. Bit of good news, Sophia. El Monstro Thiago Silva has signed another year contract with Chelsea. How happy are you that he's here?
I'm so relieved. Like, that's the news we needed before this like Lukaku bullshit. And then just to see that, like, I opened like Instagram and I was just like, yes, finally something good has happened in the world of Chelsea.
Do you not feel he's like our best defender? Like for me, I feel like he's that important to the team. Like he needs to be, he needs to be a part of it. Every game this season has to have Thiago Silva in it for me. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, he's like so similar to John Terry in that aspect.
Yeah, facts, 100%. But this is good news there. We are going to talk a bit about Digne. That's the next one, and then we're going to open up the lines for you guys. Silva is the GOAT. He's not a pensioner, Rams. Just stop this, man. He's better than Van Dijk. Van Dijk is dead. I don't know what you think about Van Dijk, Sophia, but I watched him against Chelsea, and he just doesn't look the same anymore. He looks a bit dodgy, doesn't he? Do you not think?
Yeah. I saw I don't know if you saw that one tweet that like someone said about him, but I could not stop laughing. I need to try and find it.
What does it say? Oh, is it the one? Is it the video where he's running in a straight line? I'm saying.
Oh gosh, where is it? Van Dijk's the kind of guy to sigh loudly until someone asks what's wrong.
That is literally him. Oh my god, that is literally.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but good news. Thiago Silva will be at Chelsea. So even though we got Rudiger and Christensen and Aspie all talking, Thiago Silva with his experience, with his knowledge, with his know-how, new players coming in, could learn from Thiago Silva. I think Thiago Silva is actually a dying breed of a footballer in many ways as well. So I think it's good to have him signed on. And that's good news. That's good news, Chelsea. In terms of Chelsea bringing in players, I've already spoke about people like Tchouameni and Digne's, but obviously there's still talks around the potentials that Chelsea will go and get a left wing back. Obviously, we are missing Reece James as well, who's out for 6 to 8 weeks. So there's talks about not only Digne, but there's also talks about Sergio Dest as well from Barcelona. I mean, Sophia, Digne to Chelsea. I mean, no more Alonso. I mean, it's been pretty painful with Alonso, isn't it? Playing now, I just can't take.
I think that's like everyone's wish, isn't it? Just anyone but Alonso. You can't be worse than Alonso, surely.
Can't get worse than Alonso. That's facts. I mean, what do you think about Lucas Digne coming to Chelsea, or maybe on a loan, an option to buy in the summer? Do you think that's a good move for Chelsea?
Yeah, I think definitely loan first and see if he can like slot in with the team. I mean, look what happened to the last person we got on loan. I'll happily pack his bag and send him back to Spain.
Saudi Giz, yeah, shit. I forgot about Saudi Giz.
Honestly.
But he's been better, no? The last 2 games, would you say? He was
maybe because he's got like a tiny bit more playing time because like didn't have a choice.
Undertaker says Dest is not that good, Jem. He can't defend. I ain't watched enough of Dest. Have you, Sophia? Have you seen a lot of Dest?
I don't watch
Spanish football.
Ever since they like put La Liga on like some channel you have to pay like £12-13 for a month, I'm just like, nah.
There you go. So
La Liga's not that great.
Have you got anyone in your mind? If you could go and buy a left wing back across Europe, is there anyone that you would actually like to see Chelsea buy and bring in, other than the ones that you're looking at now?
I don't know. No, I don't know if any have been like amazingly to sort of fit in with Chelsea's like standard and their play, and I don't know. I've not seen any. Like none have sort of caught my attention where I think, oh my god, we definitely have to get him. Like I will get like a charter flight for him, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, to be honest, like now it's like transfer windows open. We could have all these complete randomers just pop up, and then the next like thing we know, like yeah, they're at Chelsea for like a season on loan.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, Gozens is a baller. Someone that I actually want at the football club is Gozens. There's talks about Theo Hernandez from AC Milan as well was another option. Again, in the summer, could be hard to do. I do not want Tagliafico, so people can forget even the sight of Tagliafico. Sal is levels above Thiago, is what Concierge of Crime saying. We have got people in the back, Sophia, to join us as well, actually. People that are going to come in and get involved in the discussion. We've got Matt. Matt, what are you saying? This is the Kepa lover. Kepa lover.
Kepa lover and Kepa lover.
Yeah, 2 Kepa lovers are on the stream.
Matt, he's playing tomorrow. Nah, I'm good, man. I hope you're well. Yeah, some all right news from Lukaku getting fined, but I mean, it's going to be a good game tomorrow. Man, Kepa, he's going to perform for us. I'm telling you. I'm hoping for it.
What makes you think he's going to perform?
Because look how solid he's been under since
Let's
he joined. Is it?
It's W.
So
W.
confused.
Just when people are talking W.
I sound like Johnny. I thought sound like Johnny. But no, Kepa, he's been proven. He's been proven, Jam. He's been proven. Come on,
Yeah,
we can all agree. Oh yeah, Nah, you sound like Johnny. You keep getting me confused. But no, he is.
That is Johnny. Johnny too.
He's right, man.
So confused.
No, go on, Matt. What are you saying?
No, but I'm saying I think he's been proven to be a second keeper. He's going to do absolutely fantastic tomorrow. I mean, I don't know who else is going to be there for number 1 and number 2. We should be trusting him by now. He's done fantastic this season.
Matt, you know he's our 3rd highest paid player if you take out Saul.
But what's wages to do with performances, Declan? Like if we're just saying performance wise, I'm not saying that we should keep him, but I'm saying performance wise.
On the structure of position, keeper position is one of the lowest paid anyway, right? And he's sitting on the bench. Yeah. You know how usually third and second keepers are really old players that towards the end of their career because they're not going to play much yet, and they're on cheap money.
Are you guys scared now that Mendy's gone?
No,
we have to give Mendy that amount of money, or someone can go buy him if we refuse to give him a contract.
But I agree with it. But I'm just saying, performance-wise, that we should be backing Kepa. Like, I'm not scared that he's starting. I'll get his wages. It's high, whatever. I'm saying just performance-wise, like, he's a good keeper now. You take his wages away from him. He's a good keeper.
He's a good keeper. He's shit.
Yeah,
no, he's not,
I don't feel comfortable, Matt.
I feel comfortable with him starting.
Every shot that he's taken, I don't feel comfortable.
He hasn't been taken.
I grip up. I clinch.
He is the Alonso of goalkeepers.
No, he's not. But yeah.
No, he's not. He's had, but like this last 7 months, like we've trusted him to start now, and not to start, but like when he plays, like we should be trusting him. I've trusted him.
Some saves that Kepa makes.
You know who's the
I've got a question. I've got a question to end this whole Kepa thing. Yeah, if Kepa started instead of Mendy against us, would you have lost the game?
Yes, because you know that Salah shot. You know that Salah shot.
No, we can't say that. We can't say
No,
that.
I can say that. That would have. Wait a sec, guys. That would have been a goal.
But he would have saved that near post finish.
He wouldn't have saved that lob though, would he, Redneck?
Yeah, no,
not lob.
I agree.
But he would have saved that close panel.
But no one's saying that. Kepa.
By the way, Jam, I was here just to say hi. I don't want to deal with some, so I'll see you later.
Yeah, Redneck, how you been, bro? It's been a while.
I've been good. I haven't been on your channel in a long time, so I was
taking a break.
But no, it's nothing like that. I just don't want to get your channel. I'll see you later, mate.
All right, I'll talk to you in a bit.
He just gave say hi.
He don't like Nick Blue, that's why. Yes,
just don't fight, man.
What's Nick Blue done to him now? Every time I do,
he was talking about his kids on Lewis's stream.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He's guys, man.
Anyway, I'm saying the point that is that Mendy's a better Kepa. Mendy's a better player than Kepa, 100%. But when Kepa's on that pitch, he's still a good keeper.
I just want to say, Jim, so he understands what's going on. Redneck Blue's always been, whatever I say he's against me, he's suddenly been sarcastic.
You're lying, man. You're lying.
You know,
guys, anyway, I don't want to talk about the
Let's talk about
He's a fucking American.
Not a Chelsea supporter, so I don't know what you're not backing so much.
Guys,
you
guys,
stupid American. What are you on about?
Listen, I was going to say this is a trusted talk show.
Let's talk about the game.
You know you're bad on Lewis's stream now.
No, let's about Kepa.
Because you're viral.
Kepa, come on, Kepa. Let's go.
I was saying Kepa though.
Jam.
Yes, Nippon. Right, let people talk.
At the game.
God, why can't people talk?
You're going to be at the game tomorrow.
No, mate. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be at the game, mate. I'm not going to be there.
Why not? Why not?
I'm not there. I'm not going. I'm not going tomorrow. I'm going to the away game. Hopefully, that's the plan.
I'm joking.
I'm going to the away game. But
are you playing? Are you playing at home first?
Yeah, home first. Yeah, home first, and then away second. Obviously second. But
you know, not gonna lie, I fancy Tottenham. You know, I really do. I fancy Tottenham.
Yeah, but let's talk about that tomorrow. I don't want to talk about
that
after
the game review.
I was with my family. I couldn't come on to any of the
Your
shows,
family
man.
here now.
Ram runs away when Liverpool lose.
I know.
We didn't lose.
Anyway.
I came here just for you, and now you're gonna tip Tottenham like nothing happened in our game and just make
if you want
remarks
me to
on
talk
that.
about the game, I can talk about the game if you want me to.
Sophia, keep me posted on the Tuchel press conference. I know you're listening to it anyway.
If you want me
to. But Matt, what was you saying? Go on, finish this.
No, I'm just saying. Right, okay. I'm saying Mendy's a better keeper than Kepa, 100%. But I just want to end that. Kepa, when he comes on that pitch, right, we should be trusting him. He's a good keeper. He's not the best keeper. I'm not saying he's better than Mendy. He's a solid keeper, and we should be backing him when he's on that pitch. Like, I'm not saying anything about wages. I'm just saying he's a good keeper. He's doing good performances. So we should be supporting him.
100%. I thought this was more of a discussion whether we keep him or not.
Sorry, I think Kepa's been doing well, so we have to back. It's no good taking the piss out.
I wanted to back him so we can get some money back for him. That's all I care about, and we need him.
Good, he can be even better. Just back them.
Yeah,
I don't really rate Kepa that much. I think he's a bit of a liability at times. If I see him in goal, I would urge all my strikers to shoot from distance.
I think all Royal fans have that mindset though, because they know like the Kepa meme, like he's not a good keeper, but like when you watch him in and look out,
long shot. I don't get this.
Can be worried.
Yeah.
Did you say no keeper should save any long shot?
Well, no, not like that, but like see Kovacic goal. Would Mendy save that?
No,
but that was
Who's saving that?
No one's saving that.
Yeah, but if that was Kepa, people be like, he should be saving.
No, because it hit the post and went in.
Got a point. We do judge Kepa.
That's what
we judge Kepa pretty harshly.
Pure perfection. The way he hits it.
Now that's what people say. Whenever it's a top corner
Nobody
goal.
is saving that Kovacic goal. No keeper in the world is saving that.
You could put Manuel Neuer, prime Neuer in goal.
That's
He
my
won't
point.
save that.
No
Listen,
keeper
yeah,
should save a top corner goal.
It took the keeper off by surprise. That's how good it was.
Yeah,
That's my point.
W's got a point. We're harsh on Kepa.
No keeper should save a top corner goal.
When he cops one of those goals, we say, "Oh, Mendy would have saved that." Or
Exactly.
Kepa was. We are harsh like that as a community, but I think Kepa set that up. You guys are right. We should give him a break, and we need him now. And I hope he plays well, so we can.
He just needs to step up, isn't it? This is his time
no
to step up and show us that
disrespect
he can be counted for. Right? We've got big games coming up ahead. He's going to be.
I'm going to say Bettinelli should have saved it, declared. That's what I'm going to say.
Hey, he'll be playing Chesterfield. Bettinelli will be playing Chesterfield.
There are times where Kepa does dive kind of late.
I'm waiting for Benedict to get a game time, so then he has a good performance, and this whole discussion becomes crazy. Who's better, Kepa, Mendy, Balotelli?
I'm going to say Kepa needs to look over his shoulder, declared.
There's been talks about. I don't want to talk about. I mean, we can talk about Lukaku. But I'm so bored.
No, he disrespected you, lot.
Let's talk about Rudiger and the news around him.
No.
Apparently, Real Madrid are pretty much pulling out of this.
I was Rudiger.
Jem, I tell you what, he'll be a perfect replacement for Ramos, that thug.
That thug. Listen, don't
Rudiger's a thug, man. It's true.
What are you talking about?
What's on about?
Rudiger's a thug. He's a thug.
Yeah, he's better than any Liverpool defender.
No, it's just that you're Liverpool.
He's better than
That is shameless. That is shameless.
What about that Mendy? That overthrow Mendy.
If Rudiger tries to buck up Konate will buck him up instead.
What I'm trying to get, will he still be? Do we still feel that he could be a potential Chelsea player in the summer, or do we feel that he's still going?
He's gone. He's gone.
It's all depending if teams like Barcelona or Real Madrid can even afford their wages. Or if
they can't afford him.
They
can't afford him, and if Christensen goes, it's guaranteed he's going to stay.
No, it's not.
They won't give him the money he wants.
You're gonna give Rudiger £400,000.
He doesn't want 400,000. You fucking scouser, idiot.
400k.
He doesn't want that.
You're giving that guy 400 macaroonies. You're giving him that guy.
You're not even going to give Salah 250, and he's going to walk away.
He wants 500.
Yeah, because our owners are stingy twats.
Because
Andrew, if I had
Chelsea will be in for him, yeah.
I will give Salah what he wants.
Chelsea will be in for him, wouldn't
it? Rams, you could give
I think Salah wants to come back home.
You could use your Liverpool transfer budget for his wage.
What was that?
So my question again to you, Winter Surfer, answer it for me. Is Rudiger going to be a Chelsea player in the summer, or do you feel like he's still going to leave?
He's going.
I'm leaning 80-20 that he's going to leave.
80-20 that he's going.
That'd be good for Chelsea. You can replace him very well.
But wait a second,
Levi Colwill
and Rudiger, we're going to need how many defenders? For someone else?
At least
3.
two. We have to buy
at least 3.
Now we don't need to buy 2. We don't need to buy 2.
Well, we're going to get Koundé or Delete, and then what? You're going to look at the loan army, the Lacombe?
Like a youngster now.
Apparently, Chalobah's
Hey, Andrew, what do you call it again? I'm trying to remember.
Andrew don't like that.
There's Levi Colwill from the
Cobbonism. That's what it is.
Cobbonism. I think I'm getting converted. Because we need, we had ready-made defenders. We got Chalobah and Tomori. We had them. Ready-made players. You know what I mean? We got Broja, Livramento. I'm starting to say we had all these replacements of all the issues we're having now.
Exactly. We sold them.
You know what's funny, bro?
I'm getting converted. Andrew, I can't help it.
My God, man.
Move to the west. Thomas Tuchel's live at the moment, and he's commented on Rudiger saying he can't say if he will sign. The club and him are talking to him, but nothing has been agreed. Just talks. Just basically where it has been for the last.
Tuchel is saying that it's out of his hands. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Rudiger will stay. Christensen will go. Christensen definitely going, guys. Is he done?
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
It depends on the Spanish government whether they can give Barcelona a few million. They just took over the wages and stuff.
You know what I think's happening? I think Christensen is using Barcelona
Really?
to get a new contract.
Oh, is it?
What? Another
No.
footballer's using another club to get a new contract.
Why would you want
What the
Krusty the
hell?
Clown,
Why
man?
would
You could
you
do
do that?
better. You could do better than Krusty.
He's
I-
better
I
than
think
Canate.
better than
He's
your
better than
Van Dijk.
Canate, so-
You idiot.
He's
Right,
better than Van
Nick,
Dijk,
Nick,
man.
do you really
Better
want to
than
do
Canate.
that? Do you really want to do that?
If he is,
Guys,
Nice.
guys,
He is.
Krusty the Clown. There's a reason why he's called that.
Christensen the
He's
clown
dead.
is better than
He's
Van
dead
Dijk.
food. He's dead food.
You're
He's
dead
like
food.
a man.
How are we dead
Hey,
food?
he'll do really well in the La Liga.
Let him
Thomas
go
Tuchel-
in
Thomas
Europa League.
Tuchel has commented on Romelu Lukaku just now. Fabrizio Romano said, Tuchel, there are zero doubts to Romelu Lukaku's commitment to the team. He's very committed. That's why it was so surprising.
Bullshit.
He never created any problem. He's a very emotional guy. I hope the supporters can take this
Exactly.
also and support
He's
the team.
getting a boo.
That's what I've been saying all the time.
PR,
but you
PR.
lot like
Bruv,
to hate
it's the
club.
board. The board's
It's
forced
the
the people.
PR, man.
No,
Yeah, of course
he
it
never
is,
created
yeah,
any
yeah.
problem. Of course he did. He created a problem with the fans. Why would he
It's
say that?
Yeah.
Gem. It's the
Yeah,
board.
but
The
you
board are
overdoing
making
it.
Tuchel play
Jim, you're
Lukaku.
overdoing it. You and all
No,
the
it's
rest.
not.
Yes,
It's
it
not.
is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
You
it
need to
is.
get. You need W. Finally, thank you. You're saying more words than being that idiot's parrot from now on. So that's good.
What
And
do you
second
mean?
of all, what do you mineral? Is douchebag. But you know,
Hey, but he does a great impersonation. I kind of.
know, right?
I thought it was
Yeah,
joining. I thought it was
I
joining when I
don't-
joined.
What?
That's crazy.
He rolled
listen,
Matt.
listen. It's there's no need to go on it about it. You can boo him all you want. You can, but it's done now. As soon as
Yeah,
Tuchel
I
says
will
it-
boo him.
all you guys can't say I back Tuchel and then have doubts over what he's saying. You can't do it.
Well, no, I've
So you
said
either
that.
back
I've said
Tuchel
that.
or you don't back Tuchel.
But
You're
at the
sending a
same
mixed
time,
message.
yeah, I agree with you.
But you can boo him if you want. I don't mind. If you want to boo
I've
him,
said
it's
that
fine.
I back. I said I back Tuchel in his decision
Nah,
with
it's Nick
Romelu
Blue.
Lukaku. But what I will say is that not many Chelsea fans that still feel that he's not proper Chelsea anymore, or he's not this, that, and the other. Have the
I hate
right
that
They're
term,
not
man.
fans, Jim. They're
Well, no, but they
It
can,
was
they can
never
feel
proper
it,
Chelsea,
It's
known,
their
man.
man.
It was
opinion.
never
It's their
proper
opinion.
Chelsea.
They can feel like that because let's be serious. Lukaku put himself in that position in the fucking
Yes,
first place.
he
Let's be
did.
serious.
Bruv,
right?
get
He
rid
did.
of him,
I swear,
Yeah.
Lukaku wanted to emulate like Drogba's legacy at Chelsea or something like that. I swear he
Yeah.
said
No
something
way,
like that.
man.
still
He's
does.
too.
Yeah.
I swear he said something. He wants to
You
emulate
said
what
that.
Drogba
That's
did
why
for
I agree
Chelsea.
with you, Rans. You said
So
that.
gets his wages
Yeah,
for
He
a
wants to
month.
play. He
Why
wants to
they
play
give
with
He
Lautaro
don't love you,
Martinez.
man. He don't love
Apparently-
you.
There's a report
That's
he's being
why.
fined,
That's what we're
right?
saying
There's a
about
report
that.
he's
Yeah,
being
he's
fined.
500,000. He's been
Yeah.
fined 500,000. That's what I said.
He's
The
gonna be
only
fined, so
apology,
it's a report.
the only apology he can give Chelsea is if he comes on that pitch and starts scoring. I don't care what he says. If he comes and does his job and
Well,
scores,
if he
Yeah,
then
just
that's
needs
when
to
we
do his
talk
job.
about
Yeah, he needs to
Man,
do
he's
his job.
struggling
That's
to
do
what
his
I'm
job.
if he drops
That's
this
all we
week
can.
at his peak for him.
The only
That's
way
fine.
I'm forgiving Lukaku is if he scores 20 plus goals. No,
Yeah, that's
actually,
what everyone said, mate.
that is if he scores more than 25 goals this season. That's
But can
the
he?
only
Can
way I'm
he?
forgiving.
Is he capable of doing that?
Well, he's got
No.
8, so
I mean,
7 wins, so it's
yes,
No, he's not.
he is as
So,
long as he stays fit.
you should
He's
just
been
cash in on him,
banging
man.
one goal. Like he's for the last
we
2
are
games, he
used
only
to
had like
signing older
one.
players, so we can just sign
Chance.
Salah on a free when he walks from Liverpool.
Yeah,
We'll just sign
make
that.
make
Just do
Salah
that.
come back home.
Where he
Where he
I
belongs.
heard when the surfer, careful when you
Who's
say you want to
Liverpool
sign a Liverpool
Double D.
forward. The
We
last
don't
time
want
you
no
did that,
suicide
we
bombers
got
at
50 M's
Chelsea.
from you, yeah? Yeah.
He's
But
not.
I heard you guys
What
went
did you say?
uphill with
We're going to sign him
Lukaku.
on
Said we
free.
don't
We're
want
going to sign
no
The
him
last time you
suicide
signed
bombers
an
at
ex-Liverpool
Chelsea.
forward,
We don't
Say
need
that again.
Salah.
he
Loud.
flopped so hard for you, man. He flopped so
Yeah,
hard.
but
We're
you
going to sign him
honestly
for free,
can't
Rams.
believe.
We're going to sign him for free, though. That's the thing. We're not going to part with 50 million. It's going to be free.
He wants to
He's
play
so
Rudiger,
bitter.
his best friend.
He
Then we're
flopped
going to
so
sign
hard for you,
Ramos
man.
as well. We're going to sign
Did you see how
Ramos.
them two
They're
are
going to
hugging
be
in
in
the pitch?
training together.
Yeah, go sign Ramos. Go and sign Ramos,
Mate,
man.
look, I'm still not happy with
Go
Lukaku.
sign
I'm gonna
that
be
dead
honest.
defender.
I
Yeah,
don't want to dwell on it too much, but I am still not happy with what he did to this football club.
Facts.
And
He
Let's
don't
say-
love
let's-
you, man. He
let's
don't
say-
love you.
let-
Shush.
He doesn't have to love us. I don't care if the player loves us.
no,
Just
but
do
he
his thing
doesn't.
on the
Just come and
pitch.
do your job and fuck
Do your
off if
job
you
on
want
the
to.
Nah,
pitch.
he needs to
Yeah,
love
that's
you,
it.
bro.
That's
He
all
needs
I'm
to
gonna
love
Nah,
you.
He
we
doesn't
didn't
need
get
to
him.
love, man.
He's
Don't
not
love
proper
him.
Chelsea.
He's
Yeah, but
from
can I
proper
ask,
Chelsea. He was
And
meant to be
proper-
proper Chelsea. He's meant to love you, man.
And
He doesn't
proper
love
So
you.
Chelsea-
wait,
I-
if he does his job till the summer, and then in the
Yeah,
summer summer,
sell him for 90 mil, bring back Bruiser.
and he decides to fuck off back to wherever he wants to go, or he goes, then he goes. I don't care. I wouldn't really care.
Yeah, no,
someone else. That's how I feel. Like,
I
wouldn't be like, oh my god, Lukaku's going. No, fuck.
Also, can you guys
beside Haaland personally?
Proves you're not wrong. Wait a minute. If Lukaku starts scoring, from tomorrow, say, and he starts really being on form.
I think he's on the bench, bro. I don't think he starts.
Well, then let me talk, man. What's wrong with you? Every time I talk,
because you waffle, bro. You waffle.
You don't even know what waffle is, you idiot.
Yeah, I do.
Syrup on that waffle.
Go find waffle.
Anyway, no, I finished.
Let me talk for one.
Pastry.
You don't know Bulgy. You don't know.
Sorry.
Stop over talking each other.
Let me hear, Nick.
Let me finish, man. I'm just saying, look, say he starts being really good, he starts scoring, and what are you haters gonna say after all that?
I won't. He's doing his job. No. He's doing his job. I'm not gonna forgive him, but I'll whatever. I don't care. He's doing his job. That's what he's supposed to do.
So but this is upcoming. Nick,
he's got 5 goals.
How much leeway do you guys give Lukaku, right, for when he does have a bad performance now?
Bro,
like he can start scoring.
They won't give him any leeway, you dickhead. They all hate us.
I'll lay it out. The next 2 games, Lukaku will score, and then everyone will jump on board, right? Everyone will jump on board, and we'll see like, he's playing for us now and all that. But then the next 3 games he doesn't score. And then everything that's happened now comes back, right? Lukaku hasn't even showed consistency from now to end of the year to play. So I can see that issue, rising, regardless.
You know what's gonna happen, right? Someone's gonna make a meme, right? And they're gonna say goal droughts here don't feel good, but goal droughts in Inter feel good, and they're gonna show a picture of him with the interview. They're gonna make some memes.
It's a new meme. It's a new meme format.
Yeah, stop singing that song. Man. You don't love it, bro.
Can we get rid of the term? Can we get rid of the term proper Chelsea as well? Because there's no
proper Chelsea.
Wait, go speak to your boy Minerals, man. Go speak to your boy Minerals. He's the one that started it.
He's not proper Chelsea, man.
Do it, you know what I mean? It comes from the clown, so you know.
Mason Mount ain't proper Chelsea from Portsmouth,
man.
Yeah, so do you.
Mason Mount ain't proper Chelsea from Portsmouth. He ain't from London.
Well,
he ain't a London lad.
You don't kiss badges, you kiss ass. That's what you do.
That is a very good. That's a very good fact.
That's at the end of the day, I want to move on from this Lukaku stuff, but at the end of the day, we have to. If Tuchel's made the decision that he wants him back in the team, fine. I'll back the manager. I expect Lukaku to just score goals, do his job. That's what he's here to do. Fucking score 20+ goals easily a season for me.
Jota's got double the amount of goals he has this
season. I will criticize him based on what
how many games
he plays by the end of the season.
No, it's not about 15 or 16, man.
But
come on.
Look,
more games.
At the end of the day, no one can defend what he's done in any way. What he's done is stupid. Yeah, let's be serious. He shouldn't have done it. And the fact that Tuchel's saying that he's not caused much of a stir, he has caused much of a stir.
It's PR.
It's not that big.
I know they're talking about him apologising, but I don't think many fans are going to listen to it. I think they just have to like some people are different, right? Some people accept it and it's all right, and some people just take longer to recover if they do recover. Like it's just one of them things, isn't it? Like,
the ones who didn't want him in the first place.
Everyone's different.
Never recover.
No, it's not about that, Nick Blue, man.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
This could have been anyone.
Nick Blue, why do you love him so much? He's disrespected your club by comparing it to
I love all the
Milan. Why do you love him so much?
There's some people here on the streams everywhere. They didn't want him from the start, and they will hate him.
Yeah, because
because we didn't want him. That's a preference.
Yeah, but
exactly.
Nick Blue, he came out and said he wanted to retire Chelsea, and now he says he's going to to Milan in 4 months.
Like, he can go
there. My guy's saying Lautaro Martinez stay at Inter. Like, what you want?
No one's speaking.
Nick Blue, you got to be a little bit open-minded because you could be very wrong. You said Rudiger wasn't going anywhere, and now he might be gone. You stuck up for Rudiger so much, and now you're sticking up for Lukaku.
That's what I mean.
All the players that you're defending
Rudiger hasn't gone
are falling. He hasn't gone yet. I said you could be defending a lot of mercenaries that
are
guys
don't know ball, man.
Yeah, Rudiger is more likely.
That's a good point, Leslie.
Than before, so we'll have to wait and see. But we can't afford to let Rudiger go for sure.
Rudiger's a
100.
You can do better without him, man.
Shut up, Rams.
You can do better without him. If you get rid of Rudiger and sign Koundé, that's a good deal for you.
What do you know about defenders? You rep Canate and it's crap. So
don't do that. Canate is one of the best young centre backs in the world.
Canate is not.
There you go.
No, he's
Canate's
not.
a C-Tech.
No, he's not.
Canate's a C-Tech.
I've
Joe
seen him
Gomez,
since
man.
he
You
was
know that,
about
yeah? He's a
19
C-Tech
years
Joe
old.
Gomez.
He's a baller.
Yeah, but
Konate's a baller.
you also rate Upamecano, and he's rubbish.
No. I never rated Upamecano like that. I never rated him like that.
You
Not
did
like
on the
that.
stream. You said Upamecano was good as well. I heard you on the stream. You did say it.
Yeah, I said he was good. I wouldn't say he was
well,
great.
No, hang on. Is he good or is he not good? You just said
he's
he
good. He's just good. That's it. He's good.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a 7 out of 10.
No.
You know what? This comment made
he's
me
a
laugh.
1.7 out of 10. That's what
Okay, I got it now.
Nah, don't do
Lukaku
that.
is Conte's secret agent. It was all a master plan to tear down Chelsea. Conte is now haunting us, and Lukaku is his little pawn. The war between Conte and Silva has begun.
That's true, man. Conte's
came
playing
out.
chess
And
with
he's
you
gone
now.
to Tottenham.
I know.
You know,
it's his plan to make us second.
Hey, listen, that comment will make sense if Lukaku scores their own goal tomorrow.
Let me just say, that sort of comment is people like Johnny who will believe in that 100%.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
the sort of supporters they are.
Wait. So, Nick, do you believe Conte loves you as it loves Chelsea?
Conte.
I guess he sued us.
Oh,
Does Conte love Chelsea Football Club?
No.
Yes, I think he still does. He has respect for the fans.
No, he doesn't.
No,
he
he don't love you anymore. He's at Tottenham.
He loved us that much that he sued the club and he went to Tottenham. That's how much he loved Chelsea.
I dislike Arsenal.
If we didn't get
Tottenham.
Tuchel, I'm
I
sure
dislike Arsenal more than Tottenham.
That doesn't relate to anything we're saying. But
yeah, we hate Tottenham, but we love Conte.
Love is overrated.
yeah, but when he was at Chelsea, when he disrespected him.
I love to do a lot of things, man. He can do a lot of things. I love
but the thing is, though, all he does is he took one button to make.
I think this comment sums it up, to be honest. Strip Pair with a donation. Thank you very much. Says, yeah, like watching a women's fight club in chat. It's literally
It's like loose women, isn't it? Oh my god.
I hope we're giving you a show.
You know what I mean?
Bloody
That's
hell.
what it feels like right now.
Andrew,
This
This is
is
what it's
funny.
like all the
This
time.
is hilarious.
Let me ask her a question, man.
Sophia,
Yeah,
are you going to the game tomorrow?
shut up.
I'm not, no.
Every time I ask you,
Right,
Well,
go on.
nice.
What you saying?
Be nice.
yeah, I'm just saying, Sophia, let me ask you, because you seem the only reasonable one with sense here, apart
I
from
have sense.
that includes Andrew and Jem, of course.
Hey,
And the rest,
I have
the
sense.
rest of them are clowns.
No, stop
especially
it.
Rams.
Stop
Thanks, Nick.
And let me say, what do you think?
Okay.
Should we applaud him tomorrow, or what do you think the outcome will be when he comes out? Tell me your real thoughts.
I definitely don't think he's going to get a very good reception. Let's just leave it at that. It wouldn't
Well, I don't
surprise me
think
if he
he's
gets
gonna-
booed by Chelsea fans.
Yeah, we'll get.
I
I
despise Arsenal more than... Look.
Shut up, man. I think
Hey,
he's going to get
guys,
a big
can I
success.
ask a question?
Nick,
Right?
you're out of
Why,
control, mate.
why are we
I
all
think
fighting
most fans
shots at
will
each
be.
other?
I think, Sophia, most fans are going to cheer him because Tuchel won them. He's going to want them to. That's why I think he ain't going to get booed.
You know who's going to cheer
Tuchel
him?
will talk.
Tottenham fans. That's who's
Tuchel
gonna cheer
will
him.
give something to the fans, and they will cheer the team on because it's.
I don't even think he's going to
final.
start.
We have to win.
He's not.
I don't think
He'll be
he's
on
gonna
bench.
start.
He'll be
I
on
think it'll
bench.
be
He'll be in the team.
mixed. I don't know.
It'll be mixed. It'll be mixed. Yeah.
If I was to give some sensible advice, just cheer him when he comes on.
Well,
Just
the
cheer him when
Johnny
he
and the
comes
Bob.
on.
Yeah.
Like, boost his confidence. That's what you have to do, man. That's what you have to do.
I'm not going in the Matthew Harding where Johnny is because he'd be booing. The
Where
Shannon
is
with
Johnny?
cheer him on.
Yo, Jem, where's Johnny?
I don't know. W
Hey,
is
yo,
it?
guys.
Johnny number 2. Strip Bear with another donation. It's when men become bi. Ches. Yeah, needs to
You
walk.
know what it means, man.
Sorry.
Keep it PG.
Chelsea or walk is what Strip Bear is saying. Chelsea or walk. Big up to Strip Bear for the donation as well. I mean, it's got this comments. This conversation's got a little bit of our hand today, isn't it? To be honest.
Yeah.
Literally everyone came on there like it's no filter. Firing shots at each other, man. What's
Thank you
going
for
on?
Thank you for subbing to the channel. We are 20 away from 3.7k. We're 16 away from 100 likes. Let's get them likes up. Chris George, thank you for the donations. This is Jim. Beat the scum on Wednesday, and we will see you in the final. Yeah.
Oh, really? Really? You have to get past us first. You have to get past us.
But you're
before you
shit.
can talk
You're
about
shit.
final.
Shut up.
Shut up. You're shit. You couldn't beat us without our manager. That is disgraceful.
What?
You couldn't beat us with 10 men. You couldn't beat us with 10 men. You couldn't beat us with 10 men.
You were 2-0 up.
We had no Thiago,
You guys couldn't hold a 2-0 lead.
no Alisson, no Robertson, and you still couldn't beat us.
You were
Ram,
You know,
we-
we beat
you-
you know last season
Ram
we
said-
beat you with all of them playing. Just
Oh,
saying.
we beat you at Stamford Bridge as well.
There
Don't
you
try
go.
that when
I love
Kepa
Rams
gave the
right
ball
in
to
the
Mane,
keeper.
yeah?
Rams, you can't
Who's
claim any
waffling,
sort of
bruv? Who's
victory. You were
waffling?
2-0 up. You were 2-0
All these
up,
Chelsea
Rams.
fans, because I'm stating facts.
No, you were 2-0
What
up,
facts?
Rams.
What
Your
facts?
manager being there or not, you were 2-0
You're
up.
shit.
Yeah, you should not have let us been 2-0 up.
Guys,
What is wrong with
What do you
you?
mean we
Your
should have-
we had
defense is
half our
shocking.
team out.
Your
We smoked
attack
you.
is
We
shocking.
smoked you.
We
The
scored
only
two
thing that
banging
saved
goals.
you that day was your midfield because Kovacic decided to be, I don't know, Michael
Zidane.
Ballack and shoot from 40 yards out. That's why.
Maybe
Hey, yo,
your
Rams,
manager
Then get a better
should have
keeper.
played.
Bro,
should have
your
played
team's so
Milner and
overrated,
Henderson
man.
in
We
the
had
same
half our
team.
Wait,
team
if
out.
Thiago was there, we would have
Guys.
smoked you
Guys.
so
You wouldn't.
bad.
Sure.
guys,
Sure.
guys,
You couldn't beat us
guys,
with
We're
10 men,
weekend,
man.
so
listen,
we would have
guys,
smoked
calm
Thiago
it
is
down,
so
calm it down. Calm it
Rams.
down, yeah. What?
Rams.
This
If
is
we had
the
Ben Chilwell,
Liverpool
Bruce
versus
James,
Ram,
Chelsea
you're
sports match
waffling.
reaction.
You're
I'm not
waffling.
waffling, man.
Yes,
Hey,
you are.
how am I waffling? I'm stating facts. If Thiago was there, we would
I
have
don't say
smoked
waffling,
you.
man.
That's
No,
it.
you
Hey, yo,
wouldn't.
guys,
That's not a fact. That's an opinion.
That's
can
it.
you-
It is
can
a
you
fact.
guys,
It is a fact.
That's-
Thank you.
And you can write that down.
No,
with
it's
Sophie.
not.
You can
Hey, yo,
write
one
that
at a
down.
time,
If
man.
that-
One at a time.
If you know everything, you should be playing the lottery a lot more and not be on streams like this. You should be on some island somewhere, on tropical
I
island.
don't do
I'm an
this kind of
island
stuff,
boy.
man. I don't do
But
that. I don't do
you're
that.
right then.
I
You
don't
should
do
be
that.
doing something else then. But that's
Guys,
don't do
Sophia's got to shoot off, so big up to Sophia. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate it as always. Nice to see you
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
You hopefully see her a bit more soon.
Yeah.
See you later.
I'm glad we have a Chelsea fan with a bit of sense for once.
Didn't say anything though.
Simp,
Like,
simp.
honestly, bro,
Well,
he didn't say
obviously, I'm talking about
anything.
yourself, Dick.
Anyway, Chris,
Bro, we said the same thing she
says
did,
over
bro.
two
I'm
legs
sick of this
and
thing,
Ram,
man.
no Mane and Salah is what Chris George is saying. On
Wait,
that
but
one.
don't worry, the main man, Divock Origi,
I'm not gonna
will
back
rise like Lazarus
Who,
and
Rams?
beat the crap out of Arsenal.
You man,
I'm not aware of
Oh,
that
sorry,
player.
no, sorry. The guy that
Guys, guys,
the guy
can
that
we
scored in the
go
Champions League
back to
final.
topic rather than rattling each other?
You're talking about Havertz, are you?
What are we talking about now?
Oh,
Tottenham,
no,
or
I'm
what are we
talking
saying
about
now?
the main man,
Cobra
Divock
Kai.
Origi.
Talking about Cobra Kai.
What's next, Jim?
No,
What's
no,
next?
no,
What's
no,
next?
not shy
Yeah,
Havertz.
but-
Literally,
yeah,
all
no,
Rams
no,
has to say is one thing and he rattles the
We're
whole
doing
panel.
the we're going to be doing the match preview tomorrow for the obviously for the game against Spurs, so
First
that'll
leg,
be on
yeah.
tomorrow. We've got
Who's gonna be
another
the Spurs
donation.
guy?
We've got another donation from Strip Bear saying it's like a snowball fight, kicking it, babes. See you later, Strip Bear. Thank you for the donation again. Massively appreciate it. I want to finish off still talking about the potentials of people coming in January for Chelsea. Like, are we going to get the left wing back? Are we going to get a DM or a midfielder? Are we going to, I don't know, buy a right wing back because we might need that now with no Reece James for 6 to 8 weeks? Like, Matt, what do you think Chelsea are going to get done, or do you have any confidence in getting anything done?
Well, man, I've been saying since January open that our Digne needs to come in. This should be the easiest transfer deal Chelsea can ever make. He's fallen out with the club. He's not a fan with the manager. He doesn't start. They've already got a replacement. We should be getting him instantly. Digne has to come in January, and then we can focus on any other stuff back in August, because realistically, January is not a big transfer window. So Digne has to come in on loan for 6 months to replace this Alonso, because I'm sick of Alonso starting, man. He's doing all right, he's doing decent, but still, I want Digne to come in, and I think he's the most realistic option. So let's get him
Hey,
in.
Matt, can I ask you a
ASAP.
question so you can take a deep breath after that speech?
Yeah, and breathe, bro.
I'll give you a chance to breathe, yeah?
I've said the same thing like 9 times, like, because it's just like I'm getting sick of talking about Digne. He should be in a Chelsea shirt by now.
Mars to say quickly before someone says something stupid. And the whole
I'm saying Nick Blue. Was that good enough, or was that good enough? Was that just waffle?
Yeah, it's good. I was going to ask because I feel that
You're gonna rewatch
Digne
this
might
stream and slow it
last
down,
longer
please.
than Rafa. Sorry.
What was that declared?
Let's have it right.
I think Lucas might last longer than. lasts longer than
You know what?
Benitez.
With
That's
the
why I
whole
think that transfer is not as easy as you think.
I get what
with
you
the
mean.
whole I was gonna say right with the whole wing back issue and Theo Hernandez, I wouldn't mind having Dini on loan for 6 months. And
It's
then,
the best
you ain't
chance,
getting
and
Teo,
then
bro.
have Theo
I
at the
would
end of the
promote
season.
Lewis Hall from the
I
academy.
mean, he would be a quality signing, but it
No
depends
more
if Chelsea
academy.
Nah, Teo will
Yeah,
cost
more
about
academy players,
70,
man.
80 mil.
No,
You won't pay that for backup.
More academy
Theo
players.
Hernandez would be way too expensive, bro.
Nah,
That's
I
right.
think we need to
Listen,
No,
campaign
but
Double,
his
players.
quality,
you're
it
just
depends.
you're
It depends.
a
We
parody,
should
my
save
friend.
money and use a left back from academy.
Double,
He's not.
you're a
He's
parody,
not.
bro.
Bro, we're not getting left backs from our academy, bro.
We
Why
have
do
to
you want
get
left
someone.
backs?
Allow the
We have to
academy,
get
man.
someone who is experienced enough, and you
You're
can't
digging
add
it.
an academy
well,
graduate to this.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
no,
can,
not
bro.
right now.
Why?
you
Why
can't.
No, we can't. No, we can't. Not right
Double
now.
blue.
Not
Seriously,
facts.
Double
you've
U.
Not
got
facts,
you've,
double.
you've
Not
got to
facts.
use sense here, okay?
I am
You have
using
to get
sense.
No, you're not.
I
You're
am,
not.
G.
You're not, because
I
you'll be
am.
one of the people when he F's up
You
3
got
games
to it
in a
now.
row who says get him out of the team. So don't
No,
come
for-
at me with academy players. We've got too
No,
much
no.
academy players.
If
The
Tuchel gets
squad
sacked,
is in.
it won't be on the
The
academy.
squad.
It'll be on
The squad is.
Jorginho,
It will be.
Rudiger.
Shall I tell you why?
What?
Because
Why?
the squad's made up of
Jorginho.
mostly academy players. That's why.
No. It's not.
Hmm.
Our
Yes,
squad's made up.
Jorginho
Over-
Hey,
will
listen,
get
over
the
guys,
sack.
we need to
We play through
find a
Jorginho
balance
because he's so
between
shit.
the
Can't play
elite
at 4 at the back.
players
Bro,
and
what's this
academy
Jorginho
players.
hate now? Why is
He's
Jorginho
so
getting
shit.
involved?
We
He's done
You
need,
want
nothing.
to
we
add
need
a.
elite
He
players. We
is
need
shit. He's
academy.
overrated. In my
He's not
opinion.
shit. What are we overrating?
He's
Anyway.
overrated.
No,
Anyway.
Jorginho
Okay,
is
sorry,
not
man.
shit,
Just
no.
need to talk with Jorginho.
No one's,
It's
no
like-
one can hear the
If
thing,
we play
man.
Jorginho against Liverpool, we're
One
getting
at a
smoked.
time.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
He's always
Do you
here.
not remember what
Nah,
we've done
Igal,
for us,
come
though?
on, man. Igal, come on.
Matt,
This
we
is
saw
fun,
the
bro.
Liverpool
It's
game.
fun. Trust me. Come on here.
But the Liverpool game, he came on for 20 minutes. But besides that,
Yeah,
do you not
to slow
remember
down the
what
game.
Jorginho
Nah,
did for
but
us?
you slowed down the play. You couldn't handle the
Because
midfield,
we had three
right?
midfielders. We had three midfielders.
Bro,
He's not
did you
there.
see?
He's not
Did you
there.
see
Stop it,
Kovacic
Cal,
and
man.
Kante when those two played? Right, the tempo was high. The tempo was
Exactly.
very high.
If
But when
Jorginho
I
was there,
Jorginho
agree.
we
came in,
would
the
have
tempo was
destroyed.
slow.
He's not supposed to play an attacking threat. He's a defender midfielder. He's supposed to there to
He's not a
structure
defensive
the
He's
midfield.
not
midfielder.
even that. He's not
He's
even
a
that good at
He's there to play
defending.
that. He's there to
If you
play
see
that.
in
Though.
transition, if you see in transition, we get overran most of the time. Jorginho is not that good in
He
transition.
does.
Look
He's the
when
only one who
Jorginho
provides
came
those
onto
good
the pitch,
balls.
nothing happened for the last 20 minutes.
Bro, he's not that good in
We came to slow
transition. I'm
down
telling
the
you.
Slow
game.
the game down, didn't you say?
That was the
Exactly. That's what
point.
I'm saying. If he
That was the
started,
point.
Yeah,
Liverpool
he
can
was
get
brought to
results.
slow the game down. He's good at slowing the
Exactly. So
game down.
yeah,
what
when
is
we
Very
it?
were,
good at.
Slowing down,
when we
or
were
is it
He's good at.
comfortable.
nothing?
No, I'm
So
saying
much
the pace of the
chaos.
game was faster when
Yeah,
when
bro.
Kovacic and Kante
It
was there.
suited Kante and Kovacic more. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This
but
guy's
they was
overrated.
Liverpool was starting to get on top, and they were coming through in the midfield. That's why he changed it. Okay, now
No, I
it
think
might have been,
No,
I
he
think
changed it to secure the midfield and slow the tempo down.
yeah,
no,
right,
it's not that.
We
exactly,
just gift you
because they were
that free
coming
kick.
through.
That's all, man.
No, not really that. But yeah.
No, I
Let's
think
go
he
one
slowed
at a
the.
time.
He brought on Jorginho no, to what you call it, to slow the tempo because our players were getting tired, like the wing backs,
What I'll do,
like Alonso and Aspi were getting tired.
I'd sell
You know-
Jorginho and bring Declan Rice.
Oh,
No,
for
of course
fuck's
he would.
sake.
Of course he would.
Oh.
Yeah, of course he would. How
Bro,
much?
no
How
one
much
wants
for
Rice,
Declan
bro.
Rice? How much for Declan Rice?
The same
Well,
price as Theo Hernandez.
No, how
nah,
much for Declan Rice?
the
Double
most I
blue?
paid
How
for him
much?
was like 60 mil.
Fine.
They're not
20,
gonna. They're
20.
not gonna
But
say
you're
that
not gonna
David
get
Moyes
him for
is
60
a
mil.
If David Moyes said the 100 mil is a bargain and that's not for offer no more,
Bro,
he's gonna
Declan
ask
Rice
for
has 2 years
stupid.
left. After this, you have 2 years, 2 years left.
You know why he's
It
gonna
won't
ask
be
for the
100
price?
mil.
Is 2 years.
They'll
He's
just
got
renew
West
his
Ham player.
contract.
No,
Sam, we
Declan
know
Rice will not renew a contract.
What if they get
For
Champions
2
League
years,
football
he's a
and
West
they're only
Ham
one
player.
point
If he
behind?
gets Champions League football, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
So you have to pay the money.
No,
60
he
mil
don't.
is not enough.
Exactly, he's contracted to that team, so
I'll
you
pay
have to
80
come
mil
to him.
personally, but I don't know about you, man.
Why?
80 mil still not
Good luck,
enough.
Miguel. You have a good day, bro. You have a good day as well. Good to see you in the chat and
Nah,
beat
Gal,
Tottenham.
come on, man. This
You
is
beat
fun,
Liverpool,
bro.
mate. You beat Liverpool. That's what you do. Beat this scum. Make sure Kanate, concedes 3 goals because he's shit.
Nah,
Anyway,
Kanai
yeah,
ain't playing,
yeah.
bro. Well, I don't know what you're on about.
The
but
way
Kanai ain't playing.
Kanate got
Hey,
bullied by
not
Mount.
gonna risk him in the
From that moment, I
semi-final.
knew this guy's
Wait, Shut your gums,
Bro,
bro.
this guy's not
The
serious,
way that
man.
Salah made Rudiger look like a rag, though, is disgraceful.
Mount
The way that Mane, Sadio Mane, just shimmy past Thiago Silva.
Yo, Salah skinned Alonso, not Rudiger. He skinned Alonso.
In the second half, didn't Salah have to go onto your left hand side because Rudiger had him in his pocket?
Yeah, bro.
No, because Sadio Mane was cooking, bro. Sadio Mane was
Bro, he was cooking nothing, bro.
Guys,
Salah had to come over and get Mane's crumbs.
Wait, hey, W, if you want to say that, Mason Mount should have got sent off for trying to kick Costa Simicast in the head.
It was tactical.
Come at me, bro. I chose violence today.
No,
I have
it was
chosen
tactical.
violence today.
Yo, Rams. What was Mane cooking, bro?
Wait, Mount should have got sent off.
No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't.
Trying to kick Simicast in the head.
He didn't kick no one, man.
Oh, I shot your gun, bro.
Listen, man, he's testing out his new football boot. That was all.
Oh, he's testing out his new football boots. Really. And he's trying to do it on someone's head.
So biased.
He's trying to do it on someone's head.
Ram, what's your view about Mane's elbow?
Ram is so biased. We should have got Ray out.
Hypocrisy for Chelsea.
Ram, I've got a serious question though, right?
Boots have hella minerals.
Shouldn't he have been sent off? Should he have been sent off, Mane?
Who, Sadio Mane?
Yes.
If it was his actual elbow, which is part of the arm, it was his forearm. It was.
Ram,
I tell you this, Jem.
Is Mane missing his elbow? Did I get the wrong message?
Guys, can we all stop talking over each other? It's starting to wind me up now.
Jem. Should you know Mount's kick on Simicast? Should he have got a red card for that?
No.
Hey, don't deflect, Rams.
I'm not deflecting. It's one or the other.
I didn't hear your answer. I'm curious.
No.
I was asking.
I know. Auntie Taylor was coming. Wasn't against you guys. It was against us the whole game. The amount of fouls that you got for unnecessary shit is just disgraceful.
Mel's challenge was checked by VAR.
So was Mane's as well.
No, it wasn't checked by VAR.
Of course.
It wasn't
like, no.
It was a fucking
no. It wasn't a red. It wasn't a red. He didn't actually kick him. No,
it was a red.
Guys.
No, he didn't kick him.
It's not a red. What are you talking about?
It's a red, man. I don't care.
It's not a red, bro. It's not a red.
For Mane, red.
It's the intention, Nick. And he tried to kick Simicast. He tried to kick him.
He didn't, bro. His leg got stuck.
His leg was not stuck. He still kicked him.
It was stuck. He
kicked him.
No, he just let go of his leg.
You're waffling, man. You're all waffling. Saying that his leg was stuck. He kicked him, man.
Guys, let's stop there anyway. I'm done. I'm done.
Guys, you know, I'll just say something right now. Both should have been a red card, okay?
No. Yeah, that's it.
Anyway. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing the Chelsea versus Spurs match preview, guys. Thank you again for all tuning in. Over 100 likes. Big up everyone for getting us over to 100 likes. If you are new, subscribe to the channel as well. We're on our road to 3.7k. We're only about, I think, just under 20 away now. Like Strip Better said there, show some love. Get the super chats in, boys and girls, and your points of views. Nice to have everyone in the chat.
Jem, before you go, can we sing a Liverpool song?
No.
Steve Gerrard.
I mean, it's not even Christmas. It's 2022.
Let's end it.
Steve Gerrard.
You see, you're not even singing the same song.
Feed the Scousers. Can I shit?
Bro, you took it.
After